Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jezenia Marrero, and tonight, along with me, is Veronica Zelner, a full-time student and a business owner. Veronica, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, of course. So you're a senior here at Penn State, and you started your business, Tan Lux, in 2022.
Yeah.
But you're still majoring in political science. So tell me about what brought you to start this business.
So I actually went to Altoona, the Altoona campus, for my first 2 years of college, and I moved here to UP in fall of 2022. I needed a spray tan. There was absolutely no one around. There was one small business at the time, and I didn't really feel as though that's where I wanted to go. And on top of that, I felt like I wasn't getting enough money from part-time jobs in the area. I didn't think that I was enjoying them. And so instead, I was like, you know what, I'm going to just go on my own and kind of corner the market, right? There was nobody else providing what I thought I could provide to the community. So I opened my business. I started off small. I would offer coworkers free spray tans, and then $5, and then $10, and eventually, you do enough, you get comfortable, you work your way up, and Tan Lux was born.
That's awesome. I love seeing all the things on Instagram. So you run your own business and the Instagram, and you do the marketing for it and the networking.
Yes, I do.
Tell me all about that and how you learned to do it all.
So I've actually been kind of ever present on social media for the last few years. I am very present in the fitness space, and I have my own personal Instagram account with like fitness content. And so because of that, I kind of just transferred all that knowledge over into the marketing side of things. I think I've just always had a knack for it. Everyone in my family's in marketing and business, and it was almost like a joke because I am a political science major, and I always, I kind of wanted to go against the grain with my family and not go into business, not go into entrepreneurship. And so they tease me all the time. They're like, well, look who ended up being a business owner after all this time, after us saying, like, you would never be that, or like you saying you would never be that. So, yeah.
100%. That's really cool. So managing the Instagram, how did you learn how to do all the creative content for it and really market your own business?
I think that the internet is such a powerful tool. So, I mean, TikTok, Instagram itself has so many creators that you can just kind of take inspiration from and follow along. But if I'm being quite honest, I always fly by the seat of my own pants, and I do what I think works for me. And so far it's going well, and I'm happy with my customer base and everything that's come out of the business so far.
Definitely. So over the span of Tan Lux, what has been the most rewarding part of doing spray tans?
I love making women feel beautiful and safe and inclusive. It's a very intimate procedure to a certain extent. Someone isn't dressing in front of you to their own comfort level. And it is your job as a spray tan artist to make them feel beautiful, make them feel cared about, give them what they're desiring and for the reasons that they are there for. They're coming for a special event, or because they're going on spring break, or they have formal, and they're trusting you. And quite honestly, I just enjoy the process. I think it's so fun. I always compare it. I'm like, oh, it's like fun girly time. Like you're braiding your friend's hair. You know what I mean? You're just making someone that you care about look beautiful, and I care about every single girl that walks into my doors.
That's awesome. I love that you're able to build relationships with your clients and just really make them feel, like you said, as beautiful as they can be. So any advice to any college student or any adults, really, anyone trying to start up any type of business?
I always say the phrase when people are like, how did you do it? I'm like, be delusional. I had the idea, and before anyone could stop me and be like, but how are you going to do this, that, and the other? Mind you, think of logistics, don't be dumb. But, before anyone could be like, well, you're in school, that's a lot to handle, and how about this and how about that? I said, you know what, I want to do it. I'm going to figure out a way. My mother has always said I'm a very stubborn person, and I think that's both to my benefit and my detriment sometimes. And in the case of Tan Lux, it's absolutely been to my benefit. I feel like my stubbornness, my unrelenting personality has proven that if I want something bad enough, I'm going to go and reach for it. And I feel so lucky I've got to create a business at such a young age that will follow me after college.
I think myself and all the viewers can see how much drive you have. Where does that come from?
I want to be a successful person. I think that in this life you are granted such a limited amount of time, and it is your duty to kind of do all the things that you ever thought you deserved. And I truly believe I'm deserving of all the dreams and hopes and wishes like the little version of me would have wanted myself to accomplish. So I think every day I wake up and I feel very lucky to be alive, and I have that kind of just drive in me. I
really love that. I do. So post-grad, what's your plan? Are you going to keep doing spray tans? Are you staying here? What's it like for you?
I'm actually applying to law school. I am a political science major. I think that in order to be a great attorney, you need to have really dedicated, personal motivation and you need to be a hard worker. And so I think that if anything, like even though TANLUX isn't my final path forward, I do plan on doing it in the gap year I'm taking before attending law school, between applying for it. And I think it's just turned me into a more disciplined, well-rounded person. And I gotta say, I think I'm gonna be really happy having an entire business on my resume, going into law school at the age that I am.
And are you going to stay here in Pennsylvania or any traveling?
So I am moving down to Florida as the plan of right now. Things change. Can't set anything in stone, but as of now, I'm moving down to Tampa, Florida. I'm going to take the business with me. I'm moving to a general college area, and I will be kind of just doing the same thing as I did here. I started all the marketing for TANLUX by just following girls on Instagram, finding Greek life organizations, dance organizations, anything I could, and going through followings and following the friends that they had, and word of mouth spread so quickly. And so I hope I can just do the same thing down in Tampa.
I'm really excited to see your journey, Veronica, and I think Florida is going to be very, very happy to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in tonight, by the way.
Of course.
Now stick around, because coming up next, Nolan and Emma will have the latest news from across the nation.